Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Hope you had a fantastic weekend. I know I sure did. It was the first weekend of spring weather, so it was beautiful to stay outside, rest up, and get ready for this crazy, crazy week. Got a lot going on, man. We got CPI, we got retail numbers, we got MOPEX, and we have a shortened week all thrown into a 4-day recipe. So what's going to happen? Your guess is as good as mine. I think everyone is pretty much expecting inflated numbers tomorrow morning, which, by the way, CPI comes out tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern Time, and we'll see how the market wants to adjust. Tech is still getting destroyed, though, already down 1.18% from Friday's close. We're holding right at 44.50, 44.45 on ES, which is a crucial spot. 44.40, not only is it a significant level on the book map, but it's a significant level in the past historical price action. And in my calculations, we need to be aware of it. If you noticed, I've got five significant levels, 5 levels on the SR levels. So it goes to show you that there's a lot of resistance and congestion right here that we need to navigate. There's the market open right there. We're currently right between R1 and S1. That's exactly where I like to open, smack dab in the middle. Not a lot of movement for the past about 30, 45 minutes. Starting out the day with a green candle where everything is mostly red. I am currently holding no positions. I did start my Friday tranche for the PVI positions. I've taken 3 futures trades this morning. I'm up about 87 points on ES so far. So it's been a pretty dang good morning. And right now, I'm just trying to figure out where this thing's going to go, where this week's going to start out, where's it going to go, and how to adjust my positions. Let's see here. Got to check on one thing real quick. Oh, that's why. Keeps doing that. I had my YouTube video listed as unlisted so far, so I had to change it real quick. All right, so green candles here. Let's take a look at the top 10. Tech is definitely feeling some issues with the global events. A lot of global stuff going around here. Microsoft is got a little green candle after downtrending. Everything's been downtrending. Obviously, if you look at tech, they're getting smoked. Everything is at least a 1% or lower. Tesla is feeling the worst of it, down 4%. They'll probably finish +7 though. Tesla's green, one small green candle. Nvidia is downside there, and Facebook has got a small green. So what's XLF doing? The rates have been crazy all morning, man. Big spike in the rates. They did start coming off there in the market open, but they were spiking pretty hard throughout the pre-market. XLC communications coming off hard. XLF, would we say that one was doing? Green candle. And there goes NASDAQ. NASDAQ is now falling. SPY hasn't fallen yet, but it looks like it wants to. So where's this thing going? Take a look. I'm going to look at April 11th contracts on SPX. And let's take a look at 44.50s. I'm going to go 44.50s to start the day off, potentially. Tried to get in at 1260, couldn't get in. But I think we might be going down with NASDAQ doing what it's doing. Look at that big red candle there on the NASDAQ. All right. Man, a big old GEX posted at 44.50. Alrighty, sorry, let's get everything squared away here. So, had some pretty big red action there on the NASDAQ. Red action did not even touch SPY, we've just been holding flat. So definitely still a divergence. We've had a pretty strong divergence between tech and the S&P the past few days. If you look at Friday, it was huge, and I posted a write-up in the market analysis of kind of a couple of different indications of what's going on. And XLV continues to remain strong. UNH, which is 10% of the Dow, and obviously the top holding an XLF, is just absolutely crazy the past the past week. And if you see, this has been UNH the past 5 days, just up and up and up and up. And it's been throwing the healthcare sector and the Dow very high, and it's causing this divergence between and the markets here. So SPY red candle now followed by a green just in between R1 and S1. No real high confidence plays here. Rates are going crazy. We got the 10 years. Let's take a look at those. 10-year had spiked up to 2.78 and fell back down, but now it's just kind of hanging out in the middle here. The 30 years had a very aggressive spike here too, and the 2 years are settling down just a little bit. So a little bit of red, nothing crazy. I don't see too much price action here. I'm not going to jump into anything just yet. Kind of let the morning shake out. What's up? What's up, YouTube? How you doing? You like the book map charts? Yeah, me too. It's good. It's a good addition. It's a good addition. All right, so they just put on a lot of liquidity here. 44.40 is still remaining the key point to look at least in the near future. And then they put on a little bit more here, but there's nothing above us way up until another 100 points, 45.52, and then everything is really posted below us. NASDAQ still no green candles, all red. SPY still holding strong. Big green candle on XLF. Financial sector is very strong right now compared to everything else, although still red. Nope, it just went green. It just went green. All right, follow-up green candle there on SPY, still just pinned right at their open. And where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? There's some green. Man, there's a first big strong green candle of the day coming right up. Let me take a look at, ooh, right there. Okay, so come there to 44.62 and wicked on back down. Man, look at that, smacked. Big wick there on SPY. AT&T's down 22%. Yep. Take a look at this. So right here, they just put on that 44.61 and reinforced it, and that's what we're wicking off of. So we're coming up there, touching it, and we're wicking right off of it. I'm going to post this in the room. There you go. Fix your mic, please. What's wrong with my mic? Anyone having issues with mic? Mic. I downloaded Bookmap and subscribed to the global one and delayed by 71 hours. Oh, man. You make sure you go into, you got the right data feed, and then you actually have to download the data when you actually open up your Bookmap every day. You're clear here. Good. Yeah, it looks like might be an issue on your end there, Cameron. All right, so look at that big top wick. They did take that off, so there was a big line of liquidity right here at 44.60. We top wick off of it twice, and now they just wiped it, so it's no longer there, although there's a little bit more up there at 44.62, but everything is posted down here 44.40. That is a very bearish candle, the fact that they just reversed that and brought it down, so careful here, careful here. Bam, big time reversal. I'm still looking at the 44.50 puts. Man, look at that red candle. Look at that. Boom. Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Gah, that is a candle and a half right there. All right, come down. Watch 44.40, though. That right there is coming right back down, playing level to level right there. Bounced off that, came on down, top wick, smoked in the face. Smoked in the face. going to adjust this just a touch so you can see a little better. I know that's pretty zoomed out. And there is the watch list right there. All right, so that candle brought us lower. That just punched through all of, that was a huge candle on the ES. That punched through all of overnight lows. So now we have new overnight lows. We have popped the NASDAQ new lows. We have the VIX, who's come up to new highs on the session. And we're still holding right here, but if we leave here, man, it's going to get spicy. Super duper spicy. What's up? How you doing, Buzz Bunny Rabbit? It's a beautiful red candle. It's a beautiful red candle. So where do we come out of that? Man, that broke the downward channel too. That broke the downward channel too. So let's take a look right here. XLF is still holding. They had a red candle there, but they're still holding their open. At least where they open. XLY is kind of barely green. XLV sold. So that big green candle in XLV that started the day off reversed it and sold that off. So a little bit of red coming across all of the sectors. XLF looks like the last one to really go. If XLF comes on down, if the banks give out on us, then we may have a little bit of a downward day. TLT is still holding. SPY's got a little wick up here, now flipping green. See the book map. Oh, they took out that 4440. Interesting. We bounced right off of it, but we took it out. Let's see if they put it back on. Next stop would be 4425 in the event that we come on down. Bank earnings start Wednesday. Yeah, all eyes are going to be on the bank. I know everyone's really focused on tech earnings being this month, but bank earnings are going to be huge. How is XLF, how are the banks going to respond to this particular environment? With rates doing what they're doing, with the bonds coming off as aggressively as they have. I mean, the bonds have been on a 4-month straight sell-off. All right, so we are buying back up. So you need to be quick on the trigger this morning for both puts and calls. This price action is went up and then immediately wicked down, and now it's being wicked back up. So you got to be quick on that trigger. 44.50. If we can get that high, I might take a put. What's my chart say right here? Whew, man. VIX is holding 2307. That weekly, man, I was watching I did some weekly charts and some daily charts this weekend, and I posted in the market awareness. I don't think I posted the VIX chart that I had. Yeah, the VIX chart looks delicious, man. It looks like it's about to rocket out of the top. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on the VIX over the next coming days, going into the end of the week. All right, coming right back to the open. Right through S1, right back to the open. Could be. This is a decently strong candle on their lighter volume, but it's coming right back up. XLV, or XLF is still strong. XLY is coming back up. What is that, Tesla? Yeah, look at Tesla. Look at that. I mean, Tesla's just doing its thing. Although there are green candles across the board in tech, but Tesla is definitely the one leading the pack. Just going crazy up and down, up and down. Right back to open. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right. Let's see how this plays out. Posted a video this weekend, if you didn't see, by the way, about some trying to identify trends and how to play them. And the armchair quarterbacks were strong. They were strong on this video. Apparently, everybody thought that I was insinuating I had a crystal ball, and you were going to do your analysis after the day was over. So I was like, oh, cool. Thanks, YouTube. Good stuff. So here we are, hovering out right back to the open. VIX is still holding 23, and NASDAQ is still holding right at the open here. And where are we going to go from here? XLF. XLY is still churning up. XLV, that's because of Tesla there. XLV, all right, new lows in XLV. And XLK is right back up as well. What's the BM telling us? 44.62. Not all that much posted on this chart today. A little bit sporadic here and there, but not all that much. We have that order just came up, 44.90, which was on there Friday too. That was on there Friday too. NASDAQ just popped 2 greens to form a session high. Thanks, Andre. Appreciate that. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing? Appreciate that, Drew. Yeah, I saw Elon's electing not to do the Twitter board. He's got to be careful, man. He's going to be popping security fraud if he keeps doing this crap. Yeah, a lot of wicks, a lot of up and downs here. You got to be quick on the scalps this morning. It's a scalper's morning so far. So far. We are right smack at the open. We open right here, and that's where we're hanging out. Right in between S1 and R1. Right now, I don't really see an edge. I see a little bit of a liquidity above us. I see a lot of liquidity below us, and we just chillaxing. We just chillaxing. I've currently got the 44.50 puts up. That's April 11th 44.50s. If you're doing SPY, you could do 444s. These are pretty much at the money puts. Just because I'm not really sure where this thing is going. Slightly outside the money. I would say not at the money, but slightly outside the money. NASDAQ is looking to touch green here. Tesla is there. Microsoft and Amazon are kind of bidding up just a touch. Apple's there. XLF, not looking quite as bullish. XLV coming down. XLY, that's because of Tesla there. And let's go back to NASDAQ. All right, got 1150 on these puts. I think I might take a entry on some puts here. We'll see. Ooh, okay. I like that. Oh, thanks, Andre. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. That's trying to hopefully teach y'all something and kind of learn stuff together. See the setups together. Nice, doctor. Take the money and run. I like it. Take the profits and leave. Yeah, there you go. Joint task force. I like it. There is a top wick right there. There's a top wick. All right, bam. I just entered that put here. Speculatory play. Let's see if I need to post this. Let's see if we can come on down if we're going to go up. With that top wick there on the NASDAQ and we've got all this liquidity below us, I'm going to throw down a put here. And right there, right off of that. I got one other thing on my charts too. Oh, now we're going up here. Okay. I got one other thing on my chart here that looks like we may come on down, but we'll see. If we break above here, I'll close this out. What's up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Join. Thanks for joining. XLF. Oh, man. XLF is looking strong here. XLV is still down. NASDAQ is still holding and top wicking. And SPY is right here with a red candle. There it is. There it is. I got to post this entry. Hold on a second. All right. Posted. There's that red candle I was looking for. Starting to get a little shaky there for a second, but that is what I want to see. Let's see if we can get it flush. So I do have one other thing on the chart here with some patterns. It looks like we may at least come back down to the bottom of this channel, and that's what I'm banking on. XLF, first red candle in a while. XLV is at the bottom as well. What I want is some continuation down through here and retest the bottom. That's some decent little action there. Some decent action. I might go ahead and take, ooh, there's S1. Can I get 13? I might take a few of these off at 13 here. See if I can get 13. Ooh, there's 1350. Come on, give me one more continuation here, and that should be a pretty good profit to start the day off on. Is it realistic to hit 440 today? It's realistic. 440 would be a lot, especially after the downside we've already had. I'd be surprised to see that much downside today. But you never know. Like, everyone's expecting bad CPI data tomorrow. So there's a top wick. You never know. Like when you've got CPI coming out tomorrow, you don't know where the market is necessarily going to go. We've got a big news event that is expected to be bad. Now that's the key word there, is expected. How are they going to pin the expectations for your CPI tomorrow? All right, so we're holding this level. What's XLF doing? We got some green on XLF, still holding up the S&P. XLV is still down. Healthcare is no longer the rocket that's propelling us upwards from last week, at least for the morning. All of tech is starting to have round over. Apple is looking heavy. Tesla is starting to come down a little bit there, but everything else is starting to round over a lot, except for Tesla. So we'll see the rest of it. Apple, watch Apple. If Apple breaks new lows here, the market may continue on down. But let's take a look. This is a key level right now. We're just still trading flat for the most part. I'm barely up on these calls. Got a quick sell for 27%. Nice, Drew. Well done. There's a bottom wick. There's a bottom wick. Can you show a scalp with Bitcoin with your skills? I've never scalped Bitcoin. I've taken one trade in Bitcoin way back when, but I've never scalped Bitcoin. All right. All right. What? So 44.50 still right here, pinning sideways, pinning sideways. I need one good red candle to come back inside that channel. I thought we were going to get it right there, but we bounced right off S1, which is a significant level. You see it's S1 plus. It's highlighted. That's a significant level. XLF still very much doing its thing. Bonds, what are the bonds doing? Bonds are a big red candle there, followed by a small green. Yep, you got to be quick on the scalps, Arata. You got to be quick on the scalps this morning. There is a nice downward candle here on the NASDAQ. Where's it going to play out? Still holding the puts. Still holding the puts. I'm barely up on them. S&P went green on the NASDAQ red. Now I'm no longer up. I'm red on them. But we're just chopping. We're just chopping. All right, NASDAQ, another red. Which one is going to break first? We're going to break up or we're going to break down? That's what we're trying to figure out here. Break up or break down. Yeah, Apple's coming down. That's the thing. We got to watch Apple. Apple's coming down. There's a nice red candle on the NAS. I'm barely green. I'm back to being green on the puts. I do, Andre. I do. Trade every day. So there's a nice little selling action here. Watch the 44.40 level. Coming on down. Can I get 13 bucks on these puts again? Still not. Still can't come down. Still holding. XLF is too strong so far. XLF is just, look at that. XLF is going crazy. The second XLF downturns, though, it's going to be see ya. A lot of divergences the past few days. A lot of divergences the past few days. Big green on the S&P as XLF is just going crazy. The banks are just rocketing. XLI industrials are going up as well, but they're a smaller part. But XLF is just going. Look at that huge rocket candle on the green on XLF. So this may I may actually close out these puts because look, this looks like it may bring SPY a little higher. Although tech is very heavy, financials are just going nuts. Apple new lows. Apple's continuing to break down, as is Microsoft, as is NQ. I'm going to close some of the. I'm going to take some risk off here. I don't like XLF doing what it's doing. That's freaking me out. All right, let me post this. Don't like it. Man, this thing is coiling. There's about to be a move made. There's about to be a move made. There's definitely some overhead resistance at 44.54. NASDAQ is starting to go green here. And if we have green along with, if NASDAQ goes green along with XLF, I mean, this thing's going to fly. So that's what we have to be careful about. But right now, look at that, Wick City. Wick City. Don't need to do that. Don't need to do that. Apple, another red. That one flipped green. Microsoft, new lows. God, look at just the financials going crazy. I tried to get that 1330 fill on the puts, but I couldn't get it, man. I couldn't get it. It wicked up way too quick. So I didn't have the limit order set prior. All right, there's another red on the NASDAQ. Little top wick. That's what I want to see. All right, are we going to get a little red? That's what we're looking for. There's divergences all over the place. All over the place. Yeah, oil's coming off too. I did see that. I did see that. All right, there's some red. NASDAQ still trickling, but I am not liking this one bit erroneous. I need some real. Oh, there you are. There's a little continuation down, but I need to see some carry through with these puts, especially at R1, especially with XLF doing the way they're doing. I just don't like it. I'm going to take, here's 1260, 1270. Moving around aggressively. There's 1250. There's 1230. There's 1260 again. There's 1280. Man, bouncing all over the place. I'm going to put an order in for right here to close some of them. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Come on. I'm trying to get 13, but I can't give it to me. I ain't going to give it to me. Nope. Another bottom wick. It does not want to break S1, man. S1's a very, very hard level. Very, very hard level. Look at that. So bouncing off that 44.45 level. NASDAQ wicked up. SPY holding S1 down to the cent, man. Down to the cent. Fine, whatever. Whatever. You're going to give me 13? Fine. Fine. Sorry. All right, big green on the NASDAQ, and there we go. There we go. So, bottom, oh, rocket off SPY. Up to off S1 and rocket. And top wick. Look at this price action, man. Crazy price action. Crazy price action. All right, so I closed a portion of that position at 12 bucks because I don't trust this price action with XLF just going freaking crazy, although there's a red candle. XLV is getting pummeled right now. Look at XLV, big red candles. Now that was an interesting candle that just showed up on SPY. We had a strong green spike, immediately sold off and flipped red. Normally a bearish indication, but NASDAQ is still holding here. With XLF finally putting on a red candle, with XLV selling off, with Apple finally starting to have a green, there's a lot of up and down, back and forth, left and right. Your guess is as good as mine. I put on some risk to the downside. I made a little bit of money on them, not much, but now just working where we're going to go. Yeah, it's crazy, Cameron. It's crazy. All right, so there we flipped a Roni. If S1 gives out, look for another couple of point drop there. Still holding the rest of this position. I currently got 12 bucks on them. Let's squeeze. I'd love to get at least 14. If I could get 14 on these babies, phew, or is that asking too much? Up, down, left, right, forward, up, down, start, something like that. You know, little contra code. I don't remember the code. All right, there is the first. We need to close under S1 and come down. That's what we need. All over the place, man. All over the place. There's nothing. We're just hanging out in no man's land, dude. There's just nothing. We're just nothing. We got 44.40. We got 44.25. And there, finally, we got a little bit of red. Got a little bit of red. Where are we going to go? XLF finally coming down. Yeah, buddy. Come on. I still can't get 14 for these things. I still can't get 14 for these things. Yeah, absolutely. If you can get good credit for it, do a 0. Yeah. Right now, I'm just trying to manage this dang position. What's XLF doing? XLF finally coming on down. Two reds in a row. XLV's got a small green, but we need some movement. Movement. Once again, another wick right off S1. Oh, yeah, come on. Give me some. Give me some. Give daddy some. There's 1380. Can I get 14 bucks? I'm going to go ahead and take these off, I believe, once we hit 4040. Come on, give me 14 bucks. There's $14. I'm going to get ready to put an order in here. There's 1420. There's 1440. Adjust, modify. Come on a second. Come on a sec. Come on a sec. Don't do this to me. You're not going to let me get 14, are you? You're not going to give me 14. All right, let's keep it PG. Let's keep it at least PG. Another bottom wick. NASDAQ can't give out this level. We can't come down to 44.40. There is a little interesting down move. There's 14.10. I'm going to go ahead and take 4. No, I'm not, because it won't give it to me. There's 14 again. Can I get 14? Can I get 14? There's 14.25. There's 14.50. Can I get 14.50, 14.40, 14.30, 14.40, and 14.30? Bam. Wham, bam. I took 14.30. I'm not going to get greedy. I'll take it. Out. Booyakasha. Good way to start the day, man. I'm up almost 100 ES points overnight. I just had that beautiful play. It's a great way to start the week. Little 30%er. A little 30%er. And big green candle right off of that stupid 44.40 level. All right, let's figure out something else, shall we? 17% on the count. Well done. Well done. Look at that massive green candle. Booyah. Right off of that 44.40. XLF came right back up. Man, XLF is going nuts. So obviously, bank earnings are going to be a hot point this week. Continue to watch XLF for a lot of up and downs. When you took the trade, you said you were looking for another indicator. Yeah, I'm charting on my personal charts too. That's off screen, just because I've got some proprietary information on there I can't share. But I'm just basically looking at particular patterns, not pattern charting. Well, I guess it is a version of pattern charting, but not what you traditionally think of. Where the market is looking like it wants to go, and it's been working wonders all morning. I even woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and put on that 44.50 trade and went back to sleep without a stop, just because I was looking at. I looked up and checked my trading view. It's like, oh, there's the pattern. I saw it drop to 44.50 and I put on a trade and went back to sleep. Just because it's working. Now, right now, we're right on the bottom of this trend. And now it's just wicking right back up. We're holding S1, R1. Both of these, or S1 is a considerable level, and then I think R3 is the next considerable resistance. But we're still holding right here at R1, or S1. XLF is very much just rocketing this thing. NASDAQ still holding. Which way is it going to break is the question. Apple maybe finally starting to round up. Microsoft still downward trending. Amazon is, I guess it's a little bit of both. So I just really want to, oh man, Tesla. I told y'all, look, Tesla was down 4.5%, and now they've pared those losses up to 1.8. Watch, they're going to finish freaking green, freaking Tesla. Ridiculous. And then SPY is right up here. Green, red candle after a strong green. XLF double top potential. I mean, it's already broken through the top. I don't. I mean, they are right back to their open after gapping down, so they've filled the gap. But I think with XLF, there's going to be a lot of activity with XLF with this week coming on. We've got bank earnings coming. We've got the rates going crazy. We've got rate hikes. That's very much on the radar coming up for the next FOMC and how the market's going to move that. And there's talk of 50, and there's even some rumors of 75. And it's like, man, you got to watch the banks. You got to watch the banks just as much as you're going to watch tech this week. And there's another strong green coming right up. Smashed, another smash. Man, what is going on with these candles? We're just pounding right in between hard levels of supply and demand right here. Just rejecting right off of it, 44.51, top wick city, and coming on back down. We need a flusheroni is what we need. No positions right now other than my Friday PVI trades that are from our Tier 2 channel, VET's proprietary PVI system, Wealth Solutions. And if you saw my post, if you are in Tier 2, you saw my post earlier this morning that I'm going to start showing my trades that I take based off VET's teaching. They're not my trades, obviously, they're VET's, but I'm going to take them with you all just because I want you to see that how much confidence I have in the Tier 2 system. I know there was some talk last week about some people having some struggles with it, but people are not necessarily applying a certain things right, and we're going to kind of dial that in, and that's my take, is to show you all how much confidence I have in that system. So, maintenance of peace in Ukraine. There ain't going to be no maintenance and peace in Ukraine. They're having to evacuate eastern Ukraine because Russia's killing everybody. They just executed 50 people. There ain't no freaking peace talks. I posted it in the channel, in the chat channel, the stream chat, Chris. All right, NASDAQ, a little red. SPY still top wicking, holding this candle right here. Largest volume node right now on the volume profile. Yeah, it's a lie. And not to mention Russia came out this weekend and threatened Finland now. They said they will destroy Finland if Finland joins NATO, and Finland is going to join NATO. So this is only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. It's not going to have peace. So, in my opinion, unfortunately, still pegging sideways right here. Still pegging sideways. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Arata. I know that's it's rough to see that stuff firsthand. All right, there's a little more red. I don't expect much though until I see certain levels breaking out. I want to see either S2 or R1 broken, one of the two, because right now we're just chopping sideways. We're just chopping sideways. XLV is getting pummeled, but XLF is rocketing. So which one's going to? I mean, last week healthcare was supporting us. They were the opposite. They were straight up, which is why causing divergence. But right now, Nasdaq is down 1.34. ES is down 0.81. A little bit of a divergence, but not as much as last week. Strong red candle so far on the old SPY. No plays, just hanging out. And another bounce off S1. Another bounce off S1. Yes, Andre. Tier 1 is Options University, yeah. Tier 1 gets you access to everything except for Vet's PVI information. That's his proprietary stuff that's reserved for the Tier 2, which is Wealth Solutions. What happened to XLE? Someone said, whoa, XLE. Yeah, they're green as well, but they're not quite as strong as XLF, but they're green. XLY still there. XLV still coming off. Tesla is starting to come off just a little. Apple, man, look at Apple. Apple's looking heavy. All of tech is. All of tech is looking heavy. And we are just absolutely sideways. And another bottom wick. And just flat. Is Tier 2 suitable for small $1,000 accounts? Yes. There are some people in there with less than that. It's suitable for all accounts. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of market valuable information. You just got to learn. You got to get in there and get your hands dirty and learn from Bet, capture all the data. But yeah, it's not just for spreads. It's for now. I wouldn't recommend trading spreads for a $1,000 account, but you can still learn the market levels, the call outs, his particular time frames that he posts. All great stuff. Wealth of information. Well, you've got financials and you've got tech. Those are the two big things today. Well, XLV too. So XLV is down big. Tech is down big. XLF is rocketing. It's freaking just going off into the sunset. And it's causing a little bit of divergence here with SPY. But the problem here is that the bulls, the bears aren't selling this off just yet. And until the longer it stays here, the higher the chances that the bulls are at least going to retrace this and refresh it back up. But there's nothing. There's virtually no liquidity above us until 44.90. There's a little bit of peg here and there, but everything, all the big stuff is below us. 44.20, 44.17. Now I've got 44.14 on my charts. Bookmap's got 44.17 on liquidity. So that works great. 44.14 is the big elusive, that's the whale. VIX is still pegged sideways. This very well could be our day. We could be looking at our day right now with CPI coming out tomorrow. We could just be pegging until CPI, and maybe at least the last 30 minutes of the day. Top wick red, Wick City. In fact, let's switch over to the 15 and see what it looks like. Look at that. Nothing but wicks on the 15. That's ridiculous. Nothing but just little bitty thin wicks. Let's go to the 30. Same thing. Same difference. We haven't started forming the 60-minute candle. We haven't completed a 60-minute candle yet, but that's what it looks like. All right, so we almost gave out the bottom there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at this. Muy interesante. Do I plan on taking a spread before tomorrow? I've already taken PVI spreads for Friday. This thing does not want to go. It does not want to go. What does a book map look like? Let's take a look. There's a nice healthy red. Watch for 44.40, although light level, but watch, we may attack that level right meow. All right, a little down flush here. A little downward flush. VIX still in the range, and we're just bottom wicking again. Just bottom wicking again. Right here, under here, I would expect, oh man, 44.40. I mean, we're right above 44.40. And like down to the penny, we were bouncing where we were a couple minutes ago. So, oscillating just right around S1. Big bottom wick. I haven't been posting my PVI trades in theta rooms. I can't post the PVI stuff because that's PVI stuff. If I post that on Monday, then everybody have the PVI data. But I post my other trades. I post my tranches and my PCSs and my CCSs in theta trades. What would you need to blast through S2 to re-enter puts? I'd probably take puts before S2. I think if we break down below here, if we kind of break down below 44.40, I'll look at taking puts. But man, it's just holding up strong right here. Just holding up strong. I do see it bleeding down. I'm still bearish on the week, me personally. I took a very conservative PCS for Friday based on the PVI data. I went well outside of it because I just don't trust this week. What's Tier 4 and Tier 2 difference? There is no more Tier 4. It's just Tier 1 and Tier 2. Did I say Tier 4? It used to be Tier 4. I changed it. I consolidated the tiers. And another bottom wick, green candle. I took those as well. It's funny, you know what? All right, so we got some more red here. NASDAQ, new lows. Nope, never mind. I misspoke. Took out the prior swing low, but still not new session lows. SPY again bouncing off that bottom. Cannot make a move for nothing. For nothing. XLF, red, XLV, XLK. Night Fox. Yeah. It is a short week, too. All right. Hey, red candle. Watch. 44.40. You just got bolstered a little bit. A little larger node here. Uh-oh. Man, they can't hold a red candle for nothing. Like every time I try to look at enter, it's just wicked. Every single candle is wicked. It just won't release. So it's big time wick city here. Every time like a little bottom candle starts to form, red candle, it's just wicked every time. Wick. Not fun stuff to trade, but I'm glad we got at least one 30%er in so far. So there was a dump on XLF that kind of brought us down, but immediately bought. XLV is starting to round potentially. And there it goes. If you're shorting, or if you're taking anything, you got to be so quick to take your profits because things are wicking so aggressively. Look at that. What's XLF doing? Still not moving. A little bit, a little bit. 4440 is just a touch below S1. 4440 is coming down. We're still holding these red candles, but not much strength. It's just meh, meh. So let's take a look at where we at. 4447. I'm going to go 4440 puts. There's a big red flush. That was a significant sell volume, came in and right back down to 4440. NASDAQ is toying with session lows. $44.40 SPX. Big red candles right there. All right, so new lows on NASDAQ. Finally starting to come on down. Not looking good, people. Not looking good. 4440 is gone. Took off that level right there. Big downward flushing candle. All right, now it flushes. Puts are printing. Yeah, wish I would have held those from this morning, huh? That'd have been nice. That would have been nice. NASDAQ straight down. XLF is finally dumping down, but a little green candle there. Bear with me 1 second. What are we doing here? Yeah, the puts are great. Puts are great. Held the Tesla put over the weekend, sold for 110%. Nice. Well done. NASDAQ still holding red. SPY is bottom wicking to a green. More chop still. %, put scab. Nice, Uncle Bill. All right, more downward candles here on NASDAQ. Still flushing. Bottom wick right there. VIX calls. Yeah, VIX is trickling up here. Went from what 22 up to 23 and a half. Sorry, I was bringing up a couple of things here. Just looking for a, you know what? Right now, under 44.40, I'm going to be looking at hedging my Friday positions, putting on hedges for that because it's starting to look a little shaky. A little shaky here. Yeah, it does look like it wants to go here. We got some bottom wicks. Got some bottom wicks. Called emotions. Emotions, Ryan. That's why. Because it's hard to juggle those emotions when you're in the throes and you're holding on to things. Tesla's about to come all the way back up. Oh, they dropped another. They were down to 1.4, I think. Now they're 2.8, so they're dropping back down. But we're still holding right here at S2. Nasdaq is looking heavy. I'm going to look for continuing tranchings here. Nice green candle on the Nasdaq. I went very conservative, Alex. Very conservative. Nice D above. 3 for 3. 2.3%. Love it. XLF is starting to trickle down here. XLV, big red candle on XLV. Tech is still looking shaky. Couple of greens here coming in though. Flag on SPY. All right, and we're just barely hanging on here. XLF still coming down on XLF. Still coming down XLF. Just looking through a few things right here. Looks like we do want to come lower here. It's not looking good. Not looking good. No additional trades just yet. Just waiting. Finally picked up a stream deck for hotkeys. Yeah, it is. Nice. Been a couple months. I got to spend some time in here. To teach high school and we're in spring break. Welcome back, Frank. Yeah, that is a book map. What you're looking at there is book map. Big red candles there. Big red candles. Going to be super bear for a long time. Yep. Well, when it actually does start to break down, for sure. For sure. But, yeah. All right, straight red right here. So I was dealing with something. So we're coming on down. We've broken through. We've taken out that swing low, coming down to S3, it looks like. Bookmap is moving just a touch lower. That 44.40 is completely gone now with nothing in sight. 44.30 is right here, 263. And then, of course, 44.25 is below us. Yeah, hedging. Below here, I'm looking to hedge for sure. And that's where I'm going to look at, and I'll post it when I do it. But I'm looking to hedge the PCSs below this level. We come down here, it's going to start to look a little crazy. And that's what I'm looking at doing now. That's what I'm managing. I'm just kind of looking at a couple of different things here. NASDAQ just popped new lows again. XLF is there. And we're just kind of trickling on down. XLF, 2 greens. XLV. And the NASDAQ right there. Coming on down still. Yeah, there's going to be a movie on video, not a movie. Well, I guess a movie. I'm going to take a 0D PCS 440.25. Oh, man, I would be careful with that one. I'd be careful with that one, John. Because we got liquidity right here. There's a decent buying volume right there. Just came in and hammered it. And then coming on down, not looking good right there. Not looking good. A nice green candle, reversed, and now new lows again. Just trickling down. I've got 44. Now I'm going to bring up 44.30s. Let's come up SPX. SPX. 44. I'm going to do 44.20s on SPX. Yeah, do 44.30s. I'm going to stick a little close to the gun here with this. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I mean, we're already almost there, Cameron. It looks like CPI, they're kind of building in some CPI data here. So, there's more red. Coming on down to S3, which is right here at 44.25. And all we're doing, what we just did is entered back into that multi-day channel. We popped out in the morning and we've entered right back into it. Because we're just trickling on down. So that's a spike in volume right there. We've got a little green on the S3 book map. What's it showing? Everything's below, but we're just trickling. We're just trickling now. XLF is holding that POC. XLV finally had a little bit of green there, but not really giving much. And SPY is this right here. My put is correct for 440. Can I get a discount on your Discord? Currently, the current one I'm in is so bad. I can't offer Discord discounts right now just because Patreon doesn't offer them. Doesn't give me the ability to do so. But come hang out with us. It's good stuff. All right, top wick candle right here, 442.20, and NASDAQ still holding. Is this a trend down day yet? I mean, it's pretty red. It's pretty red. $44.30 puts right now. Currently trading for what, $9.30, $9.40? NASDAQ about to go new session lows again. And there it is, new session lows, NASDAQ. VIX is still kind of creeping up. Creeping up. Oof. Oh, man. All right, so there is another bounce right off this level. We kind of just trickled down. So we had some nice, healthy action, which we caught. And then now we stopped and we just kind of trickled down, a little trickle right there. So a little less confidence in that play. We did come right off that 44. Didn't quite get down to 44.25. 44.29 is the lowest we got. And this is what the zoomed out liquidity looks like. 44.17, 44.25, and a little bit at 44.38. But tech is getting destroyed. Look at tech right now. Look at tech. Apple's down 2.25. Microsoft 3.8. Amazon 2. Google 2.6. Tesla down 3.5 after coming up to 1.8. And Nvidia is 5.2. Nvidia is getting destroyed too. Facebook down 3. I think you need to add a 1 right before that 2.94 though, and I'd be happy. Do you think we're heading back to the 400 to 420 on SPY? This is temporary. I am bearish going into the summer. I'm kind of out to lunch in terms of what I'm thinking about on April. Now this week I am bearish, but in terms of the whole month of April, I don't know, man. There's so much like historically bullish month. We have tech earnings, which have been the five big tech stocks are propping up this market. More like there's so much it's ridiculous. But it's a historically bullish month, but we had such a crazy run in March. We've got so many headwinds coming up, not to mention Russia, supply chain issues, inflation, rates, the QT, what's going to, what's going to give? What's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back? So XLF had a little pop there, but it doesn't look like it's going to hold all that much. XLY still down. XLV, oof, not looking good, man. Yeah, I think we might get it. Let's take a look at NQ on the book map. Huge order at 14,000. So maybe we will touch 14, man. Maybe we will. Wish I would have held that ES short from this morning. Dang, that'd have been nice. That'd have been a little 50 pointer. Due to the option trading world I get. All right, well, let me know if you got any questions. I'm happy to help. Happy to help. Little bit of green propping in here. Hey, a little more green propping in. Watch that 44.37 level. No, they didn't. It's still there at 44.24, 24.25, John. Might want to zoom out, zoom in just a touch. But still big node here. NASDAQ is definitely leading the way. It's very bearish. And there's a big node down here at 14,000 that they're starting to increase. And here's what the NASDAQ looks like. Right there. Booyah. Not looking good. Let's see what the trend's doing here. We may get a small temporary bounce here. This is right at the bottom of that multi-day channel. There's a multi-day trend channel right here that's pointing down. No, not yet. Tomorrow at 8:30, Rem. 8:30 Eastern. I do not at the, well, sometimes at the same time, Jacob, but most of the time it's either one or the other. Depends on the position, the day, and what I'm trying to do. $351 people watching. Do you mind hit that like button for me? Get a little visibility on the video. Get some more people watching. Learn how to do this the right way. I was up all day. Then trend changed, scaled out, and netted a loss. What happened, Jonathan? What trend? The trend's been down all day. It was choppy, flat, and then went down. So let me know what happened. I'll see if I can help you. Still trying to figure out the best way to trade a small account in futures. MES or none at all. Either MES or none at all. Depends how small it is, though. Let's go to the 5 for a sec. Yep, that's the same one, purple face. A downward trending channel. It's been a multi-day channel that's we just bounced right off of it. That's also where I played my that 44.50 play this morning. That's why I played right off of it. Small greens on low volume. Yeah, so let's take a look. Y'all let me know if tech moves because I'm going to be on the single chart. We're in this multi-day channel right here. You can see it. It's been playing all day long, all night long. It played beautifully overnight. I mean, it's almost a perfect channel. And we're playing down off of it. And this is on SPY. Let me show it on. I'll show you on ES. It was on the 8th. Oh man, sorry, scratching my throat. So you see this nice channel right here that's been playing on. Like all day long, all night long, and bouncing off of it. That 44.50 is where I took that one play. Now we're coming right down there. Now we bounce right off of it. So yeah, it's you want to be a part of these. I mean, even on there's also a weekly trend too. I mean, you can see all the way back from the 29th. You can see that this trend is forming all the way down to the downside. So, and all this is, that's I don't really do pattern trading, but I do like to plot the trends because that's where the trends are. They tell you the highs and lows of the prices. It's because that's price action. That's price action. We just give it names like wedge or channel and all that stuff. But all it is plotting the highs and lows of the price action. You can see even on a longer time frame that we're in this downward channel and won't break above here. So it's a channel within a channel within a channel. There's another red candle right there. Not looking good. I don't see any buyer strength whatsoever so far. We got 30 minutes until the UK closes. Here's the UK market. They have a little strength in the UK, but other than that, no buyer strength so far. Trend is your friend. That's right, Frank. Red candles. Yep, I'm still here. So more consolidating here, right above S3. And so they kind of trimmed out a little bit of this liquidity and put on a nice node here, 44.25, a big node at 44.25. I'm going to mute for about 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So yeah, still no trades. I mean, this is we had that one nice put earlier, and that's kind of been just kind of trickling and chopping. I'm just waiting for a setup. I'm kind of looking at when do I need. I'm planning out my trends. When do I need to start hedging for Friday, if at all? Do we bounce here and go higher? Do we come on down? Are we pricing in bad CPI data for tomorrow, etc.? That's what I'm thinking. Looking through charts, watching everything I have available to us. The volume is diminishing here. Let's take a look at the 5-minute and the 15. Everything is still just chopping sideways. A lot of top wicks. There's a 30-minute. There's a 30-minute. So, just joined. I'm excited to be a member. It appears you prefer trading SPX over SPY. Is that correct? Also, could you explain your preference? I've always traded SPY. Yeah, I trade SPX just because of the main reason is commissions. Second reason would be obviously the tax advantages, the 60-40 split as opposed to 100. So, but yeah, I always, I prefer to trade SPX just because of my account size. But, I've always traded both. I've already traded SPY, SPX. Price action is virtually the same. Yeah, definitely gaming. Gaming Vino, gaming in Vivo. First day trading with you, informative one. Oh, nice. Appreciate it, Sam. Going for a PCS soon. That things like control is saying might cool off. It could cool off. Yeah, that's why I'm not yet hedging my PCSs. Not yet. I'm close, but not yet. I've got my ES order form up and ready on my large account. That's the only thing I'm looking at right now. If I need to hit order filled, then I will. Then I will. You're comparing apples and oranges there. You're talking about you could take puts on SPY, or you could short SPY the stock, yeah, the ETF, yeah, definitely. Um, but the thing with futures is they're a heavily leveraged product, which is just layman's term for playing with money you don't have. It's you can utilize leverage to accumulate gain. So, for example, if you trade an ES, one ES point is $50 or $12.50 per tick. When there's four ticks per point, 4 points, is $50. If you trade MES, it's $5, which is 1/10 of ES in terms of liquidity or leverage. What's your closest short leg if you could talk about it? 4,300, way on down there. Way a very, very conservative play considered what we've got a short week this week. I don't know how I continue this. My blood pressure skyrockets every single day. I should take a handful. If you're, how come? What's your position sizing like, Kunai? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. If your blood pressure is skyrocketing like that, then you need to cut back in your position size, I would guess. Or if you're taking very small position size and you're still doing that, then I don't know, man. Maybe you're gambling. I'm not sure. I have to look at your trades. That's one way. That's one way, Jonathan. You can hedge. You can hedge a spread with the opposite spread. You can hedge with futures. You can hedge with options. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you can hedge. I do about 10%. I get so mad when I miss out on a trade. Well, I don't care when I miss out on a trade. I miss trades all the time. It's just because I know there's always opportunity. Every time I think, oh, I just missed a big move, guess what? There's always another move coming up around the bend. So there's always opportunity. The market will always be here. Dang, Superfly. Nice. All right, a little bit of red here. Not all that much. Still just trickling. Yeah, I would go less than that too. If you're doing 10% and you're still freaking out, go to 2%. Go even lower until you can kind of get your handle on that, because you definitely don't want to be here sweating the whole day. That's not fun. You're freaking out and you got high blood pressure every single day. That's fun for everybody. It's not fun for anybody. All right, SPY about to take out lows. Toying with session lows. Oh, I think they did it. There it is. New lows on SPY. XLF, what is XLF probably is rounding over here. Yep, XLF is rounding over XLV. Couple of red candles here. And tech is still trickling down, but SPY just took a bearish turn, even more so. But although a slight little wick up there. Watch 44.25. After listening to your advice of only buying calls, I definitely noticed a change in my stress. There you go. There you go. Yeah. If you're having issues playing positions and taking losses, then switch to only upside positions until you get things straightened out, and then start trickling in puts and shorts and stuff. Y'all get so stressed out on trying to catch every move. You want to catch every green, every red, up and down. Take out the downside and relieve some pressure. Take some stress off your shoulders. All right, that was a decent green on there, and now red. SPY still rounding over to S3. Looks like we're going to come down and touch 44.25. It looks like on a yes. That's right, that SPY guy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, when you're learning, it's very difficult to pin down movement when you're trying to catch every green and every red because you're constantly back and forth whipsawing. So until you get things straightened out, only play calls, only play long positions. Nice and easy. Unless it's a crazy red day. If it's like the market's selling off and everything's nuts, yeah, whatever. Sure, take a put, but you know, whichever. We got 20 minutes until London closes. NQ is not looking good here. Looks like it's got a little mini upward wedge here. SPY still holding S3. XLF is holding on for dear life right there after a very strong open. Man, look at that 4,000. There you go. Hey, 25% is 25%. You said y'all. I also heard somebody say the moment that you are ready to brag about a trade, you pat yourself on the back. That's when you need to take profits. Absolutely. If it's good enough to screenshot, it's good enough to close. Hey, a little green on the NQ. Not much, though. I do say it. I fought it for a long time because I remember my parents moved here from the north. I fought it for a long time, but then I just gave in and I was like, all right, y'all, it's fine. I'll say y'all. Saves a lot of time from saying you all, too. All right, so NQ's failing, coming down, and there's SPY new lows again, coming down to S3. Utes. There you go. What's a Ute? All right, time to bring out the big dogs. People in normal states. I love how he says normal states. I'm offended. If it depends on the level, Steve. This particular level, S3, if we break through here, we probably will have a little flusheroni. So especially with the Nasdaq looking the way it is right now, not looking good. Not looking good. I'm at a point where I do not lack any technical knowledge, but lack emotional management. Emotional management is 90% of it. Anybody can learn the charts. Anybody can read some articles and learn and get some experience, but it's about the emotional management. Who you are as a person will translate to who you are as a trader, and you have to control that. If you're a gambler, you're going to gamble with the markets. If you're way too conservative, then you're going to be way too conservative with the markets. You're never going to make money. You have to take on some risk, but you have to manage the risk. If you're hoping, if you take a trade with no reason why, you're probably going to end up losing. Anyway, watch S3 here. Man, not looking good. VIX spike in 23.5 to almost 24. This node right there just got even stronger at 44.25. And bounce right off of it, S3. I love the fact that this 44.25 corresponds to my S3. Would you take risk and trade a call of S3 for a quick scalp? I mean, you're playing counter trend when you do that. You could, especially with that node at 44.25, but that's a counter trend trade. So if you do that, make sure you're using it as a scalp, not a reversal, until you have a reversal confirmed. If I enter, then I'm going to be looking for scalping that type of thing. I have no problem with that trade as long as you treat it as such. But we went from a pretty, the action was moving pretty aggressively. We had a lot of wicks up and down quickly. We had this nice flush, and now we're just kind of just inching our way down lower and lower. And now here we are, first test of S3. Watch a yes on 44.25. All right. So watch S3 here. This is the first real test. This level is grinding on this 44.25. If we come down below here, it could get a little dicey. The decay is crazy. I bought a put when SPX was 44.41, and even though the price kept going down, the profit kept decaying back to zero. Yeah, that's the problem with trading zeros, is that the theta decay kills you. If you don't get an instantaneous move, then you're facing decay big time. Big time. There's that first bounce off S3 right there. Right off of it. Up 25% on that put. Nice, Cameron. 100 likes worthwhile. Yeah. Thanks, Andre. Appreciate that. That's why when I'm sometimes I'll trade at the money, sometimes I'll trade outside the money on these zeros. If I'm a little less confident, I'll trade at the money. So I don't get destroyed on theta too much if the position doesn't do what I want to do. There's a bounce off S3. That was a decent little green. That liquidity did not touch. Still there. Yeah, S3 aligns perfectly with that 44.25. I love it. I love it. Love to see it. Someone said Apple looks like it's going to reverse. Let's take a look. Apple's riding that POC on the 3-minute, the high volume node, on the volume profile. Right now, it's just sideways. In the event we do get a reversal here, I'm looking at the 44.50 calls. That's not what I'm anticipating. I just want to be ready for it in the event that it goes. Actually, no, that's a little too high. 44.50 is too high. Although if you want a lotto play. I'll stick with 44.50s. That's not that high. It's only 17 points out. In the event we get a reversal. I'm looking for it. I just want to be ready. Don't hear what I'm not saying. Still holding S3. Still got this level here. On my large account, I still have ES short order form up and ready to go. Because below here, I'm hedging. Below here, I'm hedging. Apparently, this is yet another big round of storms coming through the United States. No bueno. A lot of tornadoes this year. So you're saying there's a chance. Yeah. No additional plays just yet. We are holding S3. Barely. A lot of wicks. VIX is still climbing 28.83. We're right at the bottom of this multi-day channel and the daily channel. I'm going to switch over to the 15 real quick. 15-minute. We've got a indecisive candle right now forming on the 15-minute. For those RSI folks, it's way below, although I don't look at RSI in the daily. I should say on the minute chart, not the daily. I do look at it on the daily. No, I am. I haven't taken any non-PVI spreads yet, but I'll be posting those. I've only taken one theta trade this week, and that's for the PVI trade. And I can't post it because it's, the strikes are based on VET's PVI. So, but I will be taking additional spreads, and I'll post those. All right, here's another test of S3. Not looking good, though. I think we might actually fail S3. Straight red across the board. Because RSI is garbage, Cameron. That's why. RSI is a calculation. It's not based on anything. All right, there's another bounce off S3. It's in there. I got to pin it. I don't know if Vet wants to create my own channel to post my trades in there just for him based off his system. I just don't want I don't want people to think that it's my system. It's his system. But yeah, I posted it in the stream chat channel, so I'm sure it's pinned in there somewhere. There's another bounce off S3, not looking strong though. It's just kind of meh. It did not eat any of it, Alex. It's still very much there. What's my favorite indicator? The market. The market is my favorite indicator. People overcomplicate the crap out of this, and they want to put 16 lines and triangles and panda bears and cucumbers on their charts. They're overcomplicated. My best indicator is the market itself. This baby, my watch list. I'll say that my watch list is my favorite indicator. And then after that, it's probably going to be my SR levels, because they calculate there's so many different data points that come into the SR levels. It's a fantastic indicator for me to use, which are the green and red lines. Volume profile is fantastic. All of VET's proprietary systems is unbelievable. Like it's I think we're lucky to have all of VET's stuff in here. So a lot of great stuff, man. But first and foremost is the market itself. You got to learn to read the volume, the price action, all the different tickers. Sorry, I joined late. What stock is this? You're looking at SPY on top, you're looking at NASDAQ in the middle, and you're looking at VIX in the bottom. And then right here, Bookmap, we are monitoring ES. Here's another test of S3. Here's a third test of S3. Macro events and news. How much does that affect your plays? A lot, especially with Russia. There, the validity of news flows in and out. The past 3-4 months, news has been very crucial. Russia has been eating up the headlines the past few months. We got 5 minutes until the European market closes. All right, here's another test of S3. Looks like we may break it this time. All right, that liquidity gone, 44.25, gone. All right, they put a little bit back on. Do I think Euro close will sink us? Man, who knows? This has been a lot of red so far. NASDAQ is down almost 2% already, and it's not even noon yet. And they're already down 2%. So tech is very much heavy. Obviously, we're anticipating some bad data tomorrow. Have I ever opened up a PCS for 30 days out or more to collect credit? I haven't. I did open up a PDS, which I closed on Friday, which I regret doing now, but it is what it is. And there's another bounce off S3. So S3 is super duper strong. Definitely, for show. My finger is about 2.5 millimeters above the buy button or I guess the sell button on the short futures to hedge. Below here, I'm hedging. News obviously a real threat to stable trading, but what is your method of just related experience to differentiate from crazy algo swings? I mean, you know when the algos kick on. It's algos don't work, and you see it. You see the trend, especially if you're using like Heikin-Ashi candles. You see them kick on, and it takes experience to know that which one's different. But you spend any kind of real time doing some charting and studying, you'll be able to pick them out and what happens. Man, there's a lot of levels here. Look at that 44.20 level. That's a huge level. Not with spreads, no. Me personally. So there's another rejection of the 8. We're still just holding the bottom of this daily channel. The daily channel. Surely some calls if S3 holds, right? Oh, man. You would think. But we could very well pin here, but we'll see. Oh my gosh. Look at that node. Holy smokeroni. $44.25 is back on and building. It's back building. Man, start the day is starting to really look sketchy. Really look sketchy. There's two green candles in a row, and we are bouncing off S3. Yep, I agree with you. I agree with you for sure. We might have a temporary bounce here, but all in all, man, uh, looking sketch. Right now, we're bouncing off of S3, bottom of the daily channel. We're bouncing off support. There's a lot of indications that we'll have at least a temporary bounce here. At least. Can't say more than that. I want to post this in the channel. Right there. A little green-a-roni. Uh-oh. All right, there it is. UK close. 10:30, 11:30 Eastern time. Not too much movement so far, but a little green. 3 green in a row. Can this third hold? Go get a protein shake. I actually do need a protein shake, so I may actually run and get one. Let's take a look at XLF. They are, looks like they're wedging a little bit right there. A little downward wedge. Little green candle. XLK, maybe a slight round up there. Right there. Looks like you've gone away from using the 8 and 21 together. Yeah, I took 21 off a little bit. I still use it every now and then, but right now I'm just monitoring the 8 as long as my other stuff. I had too many stuff. I had too much stuff in my charts, and I had to put one on the chopping block, and some of the EMAs got cut. Yeah. Didn't hedge yet. Glad I didn't. All right. Good. There's some nice little green. Bounced off of that. Came right back up to this 390 level, which is a decent level in and of itself. 44.35. Looking good. I've got 44.50 calls up. Didn't take them. But if we break above here, I might. So VIX coming down just a touch, and here we are just pounded against this 44.35, and which is just as big as the 44.25. In fact, it's bigger. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being here. Might smash an Atlas bar. There you go. Hey, little green-a-roni. SPX is now trading 44.39.17, just a hair under 44.40. If we break above here, I might scalp me a 44.50 call. If we get above this liquidity here. You're very welcome, John. Very welcome. Thank y'all for being here. Green-a-roni. Yeah, buddy. All right, that 44.35 is gone. They pulled it completely. We'll see if they put it back on. Donde es la liquidity? 44.40. Put a little bit on up there. There you go. What's XLF doing? What's XLV doing? Still watching these 44.50s. Top wick. Right under S2. And there's a red. I'm going to switch over to the weekly chart just for a second. What we got? set up for a down week. That's for sure. Let's go to the daily. Daily's not looking good. POC's way down here at 434.5. Right now, I've just got a trade, some spreads for Friday. Iron Condor. Thoughts for end of day. Based on this, I'm still thinking down. Based on the data I've got presented before me, I still think down. They put on that 44.25 again. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and call that a morning. I'm starving. Haven't eaten any lunch or breakfast yet, so I'm losing gains. So, yeah, I'll still be monitoring the market, still be here trading, monitoring the Discord. If you're new to the YouTube, come hang out with us in the Discord. I'll still be monitoring and typing in there throughout the day. And if volatility picks up, we'll jump back on a voice stream in the Discord. Otherwise, I'll see you on YouTube here bright and early on Wednesday. Come over, join the Discord, join the Twitter. I post on all updates in the market analysis. Check out the last video I posted on the YouTube for some trend analysis, a little bit of how to identify how to play trends. Other than that, man, thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you made a little money this morning, learned a little something. Thanks for joining us if you are new, and hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday. Y'all take it easy. I'm out.